amazing. She knows how to vlog. We're mwah. I'm recording the intro to this video at the end of my vlog, so don't hate me. But I forgot, I just got so excited about filming the vlog. So I filmed the vlog, and now I'm filming the intro. You're welcome, here's an intro. This vlog, I will be following the September Read-A-Thon. So this has 5 prompts. I have 5 different books to fulfill it. I have 4 physical books and 1 ebook. This ebook, actually, I was excited. The author sent it to me. He found me on Instagram and he offered to send me a PDF to review and read, and I was stoked. So that book is called Chief by John Little III, and I have already read it. It was amazing. So good. Very lovely. Loved it. Especially for the first book, short story, book, whatever. First anything an author has sent me and I liked it. Yay. So I read Chief. I'm going to read 2 books of poetry. Pillow Thoughts by Courtney Peppernell and Masquerade by Cyrus Parker. Ooh, poetry. Yes, 1 ebook, 2 poetry books, and then 2 regular novels. I have a retelling, The Graveyard Book by Neil Gaiman, and I have a standalone, Inamorata by Megan Chance. So, we're very excited to read all of these books. I've already read them, so of course we're excited. And now the intro's done, so I hope you enjoy the vlog. kitchen. I'm sorry, I washed my hair, so she's tucked away. I thought oh look, it's my magnet collection. You knew this one. Look at those. Oh, love. So we're in my kitchen. I'm making tea. Shocker. So I read poetry last night. Lots of it. Lots of good poetry. You saw me. I cried. One poem out of 2 books of poems made me cry. Okay, we're having Earl Grey. I had been trying to have matcha like 2 days, 3 days in a row, but it hurt my tummy, so Earl Grey. So I read Masquerade and Pillow Thoughts. I more so would recommend Masquerade as a book of poetry. However, Pillow Thoughts had the one poem that made me cry in it. So take from that what you will. I will not be giving poetry or these books, any books of poetry, star ratings for the foreseeable future because I don't feel qualified to rate poetry like that. Like, I'm not an English teacher. I don't know what I'm looking for. So, no rating. I recommend Masquerade and Cyrus Parker. If you want just the one poem that I cried over, I would just go look that one up. It's called Favorite Sweater by, oh God, what was her name? Courtney Peppernell? Favorite Sweater. Courtney Peppernell. Made me cry. What else? Oh, so today I'm gonna start reading Graveyard by Neil Gaiman, which is pretty exciting. It's my first Gaiman book. I hear a lot of great things about him. I know his original works are more where people are like, ooh, he's amazing. But this is a retelling of Jungle Book. And that was just very interesting to me because, okay, so instead of this child being in a jungle, this child is in a graveyard. And, like, I don't know, maybe ghosts or spirits take care of him. I'm stoked on it. It's almost spooky time. It feels appropriate. I'm ready. This is actually for the prompt for the September Read-A-Thon. It's the ugly cover prompt. And I don't buy books with ugly covers. Let's be real. I don't. Not on purpose. But this one I chose mainly because it is a blandish cover. Let me grab it. So I do love this cover. This is the cover. I love that it looks a little bit modern, like there's not too much going on. I do love the font. It's like kind of creepy, and then how the font is in the negative space up here. I love the negative space angel right there. It looks like a grave. So this book the cover is actually really pretty and really beautiful. I chose it for the ugly cover prompt, mainly because it's very sleek. There's not a lot going on. It's gray, black, and white, very monochrome. It was just very, like, unobtrusive. Like, compare this to Rabbit and Robot. I'm gonna put it right here. Compare these two. I mean, they're not ugly covers. They're definitely both not ugly covers, but one of them I reached for first. So, I'm gonna wait for my tea. I'm gonna bring my hair down. I'm gonna go sit up on the couch, and we're gonna read some of this. liked updating you guys yesterday while I made my tea, so we're doing it again. Time for this one. But I'm having tea, so I'm reading The Graveyard Book by Neil Gaiman, and I think I'm about 80 pages in, and I'm definitely picking up the hints of retelling. Like, I just got to the part where the vultures are introduced. So, we're at the vulture part, we're the we are friends. And that's kind of cool because the vultures in this are ghouls, so they're ghosts, and whatever Bagheera is, because he's not a ghost, but there are ghouls. Ghosts and ghouls and whatever Bagheera is, and humans. You know, I saw a comment on someone else's video about asking for book recommendations where the setting is an animate object, like it's alive. They wanted one that was more malignant, but I would say The Graveyard Book is kind of like an alive setting. It's not malignant so far as to what I've seen, but it does have properties and it protects the people who are in the graveyard. I've made my matcha tea. I'm gonna go sit down on the couch. We're gonna read. Hopefully I can get through this book today. It's been slow going, me in this book, but we're gonna get through it. God, are you surprised? I'm not. So I didn't really vlog too much yesterday, but the day before, I finished the Graveyard book, and it was good. Not like Christina Henry, and also not like an exact retelling either. I don't really know. It was good. It was an interesting retelling, and I can't decide because we got the retelling of like a character who doesn't belong, but it kind of stretched further than that, and it touched on topics really that the Jungle Book just didn't and couldn't for the time. Like, okay, in the end of the Jungle Book, the animals give Mowgli back to the human village. Well, this story takes place in current times. The boy lives at a graveyard. He has no human family, and when they let him go, like, it's weird what he decided to keep and what was drastically retold. And I can't, like, his prose was amazing. Don't get me wrong. It was easy to read. I flew through it. The description wasn't too much. It was just enough. It was really beautiful to read. But I can't tell if I liked the retelling. Is a little gone. There have been 2 days where I didn't film anything, haven't done any editing, really nothing, and so after Graveyard Book, I started reading Inamorata by Megan Chance. I was worried about this book because I feel like I've had it for literal years and I haven't even opened it. Like, the spine is fresh. It's fresh spine. But when I finally did open it, I pretty much read the whole thing in 2 sittings. I have 150 pages left. It's interesting. I'm not entirely sure what the author, I don't know the point yet, I guess is what I'm trying to say, because I'm not sure if the author has recognized the commentary she's writing, and so I don't know if this is going to be a good book or a bad book. Don't you hate that when the next 150 pages could really flip the script on what you're reading? And there's an element that I don't want to tell you about because it's not on the back of the book, even though the back of the book basically tells you the whole story. Like, who writes the blurb on the back? Is it the author or is it the publisher? Because someone's doing it wrong. Today we're going to finish this Inamorata. And Inamorata. So, I have officially finished this book. I have feelings. So, there was a lot of discussion on how male artists will use females as their muse and never give them the praise that they deserve for being the muse. Twins, male and a female. The male is an artist. The female, what did they tell me about her? They told me that she was beautiful, and she didn't know it. She was the muse for this artist, her brother. But not only that, he kind of forced her to... There's a lot of commentary on the cycle of abuse. And I don't think that that commentary was well... Like, she put it in there on accident, I feel like. Because the twins were abused when they were children, and now that cycle continues as the brother abuses the sister. And it's never addressed, it's never talked about. At the end, he isn't like, oh, I abused you, it was awful. It was much more. The author very much knew she wanted to talk about a woman's place in art and muses and that kind of thing, but it wasn't enough. Okay, spoiler alert for something very vague and light. There's vague incest in this from the twins. Like, no one is ever exactly intimate, and no one is ever doing something, there's no sexual activity between them, but kissing on lips that lingers for too long, and asking her to sleep naked and her hair down so he can draw her. They made it seem as if their abuse combined them, conjoined them, made them one soul, because they relied on each other to heal. They relied on each other to heal and to grow and to be better and all of that, but there are still distinct moments of the boy twin saying, no, you can't do that, you're gonna do this because I say it's right and I'm in control of you. And not to mention, you're not gonna do the things that you want, you're not going to look for men to love because I'm jealous. And I'm only gonna let you sleep with the men who are going to propel my career forward. I typically put books through the Caw Pile system to get a star rating, and I tried to do that with this book. Unfortunately, the Caw Pile system, fortunately and unfortunately, the Caw Pile system allows you to rate a book on multiple different aspects. So if you don't like one aspect of the book, it's okay because you might like other aspects of the book. Now, this does not account for things that are so glaringly glaringly obviously issues that it doesn't matter how well the plot was or how great the characterization was or the writing style. It doesn't matter if all I'm reading about is a cycle of abuse that's never handled. This is a 2-star. It's not a 1-star because it's a book. I feel like 1-star books are books that you can barely qualify as a book. This at least was a book, but it's a 2-star. Don't read it. Don't read it. Don't. So as for ratings, Chief was the first one I read. I gave that a 4-star. I'm sure we've talked about this before. I don't rate poetry books, but they were both very good. I'm probably gonna pick up more from this author than I would from this author, but this author is the one who made me cry. So, I mean, and then the Graveyard Book. What did I give this? I give this a 3-star. What another fabulous reading vlog to do with you guys. I'm so glad we got to do it. I hope you had fun. I hope to see you in the next one, and I'll see you later. Bye!